This is how to make a Picot fabric. Normally picots are used along a border to create an interesting edging. However, this time I've added them inside the fabric to give some texture and some decoration to the fabric. The pattern is based on a 7+2, so I chained 16 for this sample, and then in the second chain from the hook I worked my single crochets. This is basically single crochets and chain stitches. So I've worked a row of single crochets, and you'll notice I worked in the back loop of the chain stitch because I want a nice clean border along the edge. And for the second row, I'm on the back now, I just chained one and again made single crochets. However, this is an edging row. So I've worked the single crochet only in the front loop. So I don't go all through the top 2 loops, but just the front loop, which is the loop facing me, and made a single crochet. And I have one more. Now I'm going to chain one and turn for my next row, and when you turn, you can see there's a border or a little edging along the bottom of that row. So that's an edging row. And now we're going to begin the Picot row. And again, I'm just doing plain single crochet, so this goes through the top 2 loops. And I'm going to work 4 single crochets. And when I complete my 4th one, I'll be ready to do my Picot. And my Picot in this design is a little bit longer. It's 7 chains. So I chain 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now usually for a Picot you'll go through that first chain you made and do a slip stitch. However, I wanted this to be a little bit more secure, so I'm going through the front loop and the side loop of that single crochet from the previous row, or from this row that I've just completed, and I'm pulling it back so I can see the 3 loops on my hook, do a yarn over and pull it through all 3. So my Picot is now complete. And the pattern is 7 chains for the Picot and 7 single crochets between the picots. So I'm doing that was 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and now I'm ready to do my Picot in that 7th stitch now. And again, I chain 7, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I'm going through those front 2 loops, the front top loop and the side loop of the single crochet that I had just made. And when I pulled the Picot back, I can see those 3 loops on my hook, yarn over and pull through all 3. And now to finish off the row, it'll be just as I started. I did 4 single crochets to start the row, so I'm doing 4 single crochets to finish the row. Now on my next row, I'm still working single crochets, regular single crochets, but I'm going to have to, I'm chaining one to turn, push my Picot now to the front. And it's good to count your stitches. I'm doing 4 single crochets because it will be very easy to add or delete stitches around the picots. So I've done my 4, and now I'm pushing that Picot to the front, and I'm going to work on the other side of the Picot. And this is where I need to count my stitches to make sure I have 7 between picots. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm right at my Picot, into the next Picot. And again, that's where you can lose track of stitches, especially between the picots. It would be easy to add or delete one. So I'm pushing that picot down, and now that I'm at the end, I need to do 4 single crochets. So I have to push it over and get my 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's basically the pattern now. I chain 1 and turn, and I begin again with a plain single crochet row, which I would work across, and then when I turn it around, I begin my edging row, which is the single crochet work only through the front loop. And that is the basic pattern. Now if you want to not have your picots in a straight row, lined up perfectly, I've staggered them. And the only difference then is you begin the row differently. I began with this 4 single crochets. The next row was 7 single crochets. Then I'm back to the 4 single crochets. And of course in between each picot is the 7 single crochets. So that will stagger your picot stitches across the fabric. Now another little detail you could add is maybe add a purl at the tip of your picots. Chain 3, slide your purl on, chain 1 to hold it in place, and then chain the other 3. I would have liked to have added to this, but unfortunately the yarn was too thick for all the purls I had. So what I think I'm going to do is make something with a much thinner yarn and either add pearls to it, or I could add some other kind of decoration to hang from the picot and maybe make a purse from it. So the one nice thing is once you learn a technique, you can now use it for many other projects. Like I said, I may make a purse out of this instead of using the other fabric. If you would like to see more videos like this, please subscribe to my channel. And if you would like written instructions and free patterns, go to simpleandsensational.com, click on the sitemap located at the bottom right of the page, and you'll have access to all the blogs, videos, and free patterns.